Hi, my name is Christopher Addon, and in this video I will show you how to get started with using the Townbuilder. To get started, simply navigate over to our website www.townsmith.de. The link is in the video description. Here you can just dive straight into the Townbuilder and start building. But the quickest way to get started is by signing up for a free account, verifying your email address, and check the spam folder. Sometimes our emails will land there, especially the automated ones. And then heading over to the template library. In the template library, you can choose any of the buildings we offer for you to get started. Simply look for a building you like. If you want to see details about it, just click on it. Then you will see a few different angles of the building. Once you found a building you like, hover over it and press the Edit button. After a brief loading time, you will find yourself back in the Townbuilder, now with the building ready to be edited. Let's talk about some basic concepts first. Inside the Townbuilder, you will be able to view your building and navigate around it. By holding down the left mouse button and dragging, you can pan around. By holding down the right mouse button and dragging, you can turn the building. If you ever find yourself lost in the Townbuilder and don't know where your building is, just hit Shift and G and it will reset the camera. If you want to edit the building, you can do so by selecting individual building blocks by clicking on them. Once they are selected, they will be highlighted in orange. Note that you cannot select building blocks in a floor that you are not currently editing. To switch between floors, you can either use the floor menu on the right-hand side of the screen, or you can use the shortcut Shift and S to go to a lower floor and Shift and W to go to a higher floor. Now we can edit building blocks in this floor. To move models around, you can use the W, A, S, and D keys, just like that. This will move the models around exactly one square at a time. Alternatively, you can hold down your left mouse button when you're hovering over a selected model and then drag it around on the grid. To rotate your models, simply press the Q and E key. These allow to rotate clock and counterclockwise. If you want to mirror a model, press the M key. If you want to undo any actions you just did, simply hold down the Ctrl key and press Z. If you want to redo anything you just undid, hold down Ctrl, Shift, and then press Z. All of these controls can also be performed by clicking on this menu up here. You can rotate, move, and even delete your models. If you want to duplicate a model, simply select it and press Ctrl C, then deselect it, and wherever you want to place your new model, press Ctrl V. The next thing I want to talk about are add-ons. Add-ons are a nice way to bring a bit of life to your building. For example, you see this window here has two shutters. We can remove them by clicking in the add-on menu on the right-hand side of the screen. Here you see all add-ons that are available for this specific building block. For example, we could add some curtains to this window. As you can see, on the inside of the building, the curtains are now placed. And also some shutters. Sometimes during editing, it is useful to hide some floors. To do so, head over to the floor menu and click on the little eye icon next to the floor you want to hide. Now we can see inside the second floor. The next thing I want to show you is the model menu here on the left-hand side. In it, you can navigate by clicking the buttons on the right side of the menu. These will change what is displayed in the menu, which models you will find there. If you then want to filter them some more, you can filter them by clicking here. For example, if I'm looking for Fachwerk, I can just type it right here. Alternatively, you can filter by using tags. You can add any number of tags to your search and it will help filtering the models. So if you want to build a Fachwerk building, just type in Fachwerk and then you will always only see models that have Fachwerk in their name. The next thing you need to know about the model menu are these 3 buttons. They are quite important because with them you will be able to find different styles or forms of building blocks. Currently, we offer 3 different forms of building blocks. You can find ones for the straight system, the angled system, and the curved system. This makes more sense if I show it to you in an example. Let's go to this relatively empty highest floor here. If we take a look at straight models, you will see that they fit exactly to the grid. So if I now add a straight wall to it, it will sit correctly relative to this block, right? But if I now add a curved floor next to it, you will see that there will be a problem. You can't add straight walls here. That's why we have curved walls, which you can simply add by activating the curved filter. And just like that, you can build. Let's talk about some useful tools for building with the Townbuilder. The most useful tool, in my opinion, is the Multimodel placement tool. To use it, simply press Ctrl D and a green square will follow your cursor around. Once you press on any square, it will hide itself for a moment, and then wherever you move your mouse, it will then create an area that will be selected. Press again to confirm your selection. Now the square won't follow you around anymore, but if you now click on any of the model buttons in the model menu, a model will be placed on every square you selected. Beware though, we are talking about really every square. So if you want to create a roof, for example, you don't need to select the entire area, but instead select a straight line of squares and then press on the roof you want. And this way you will get the correct roof. The next tool I want to highlight is the multi-selection tool. It allows you to select, as the name suggests, multiple models. It's very useful if you want to edit out a part of the floor, for example. I'll show you. Here in the ground floor, by hitting Shift Alt at the same time and holding them down, you enter this top-down view of your current floor. As you can see, the mouse is now followed by an orange square. If you click on any of your models, it will be highlighted in orange. Starting from this field of the grid, your mouse will now highlight and select everything you hover over. If I release the 2 buttons again, you will be back in the normal Townbuilder and everything you just clicked on is still selected. This way you can now mass edit them, move them around, rotate them, and even delete all of the models at once. Once you're happy with the building you created, you can save it to your profile and edit it later. To do so, simply hit this button right up here called Save the Building, or head over to the Building drop-down menu and hit Save. Now you have to give your building a name. If you already have a save state with the same name, it will update the building instead of creating a new one. Let's call this here Sample. In your profile, which can be found if you hit the little profile icon on the top right, you will find the saves/download directory. If you hit the save/download directory button here on the right hand side of your profile, you will find all your saved buildings. To then edit them again, you will just have to hover over one of the screen caps and click Edit. If you already ordered any of the buildings and added them to the assembler, then after a few minutes, the assembler has to actually assemble your buildings for you and prepare them for download, you will find under the saved building a new button called Download. If you just assembled an older building, you will be able to filter for downloads and only buildings that are ready for download will be shown. Just click on the download button and after a few seconds, the download will begin. In this case, it's downloading our sample building. This file, this zip file that is downloading, includes all stories you created as separate STL files ready for supportless 3D printing. And that's it for this video. If you have any further questions, feel free to join our community on Discord. The invitation link can be found in the description. We always have an open ear to suggestions and feedback. I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers!